I've gone from a software engineer to a lead AI engineer at IBM. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can become a future-proof AI engineer. We're going to talk about why the mainstream way of learning AI engineering is pushing you in the wrong direction and a simple change that fixes it. The key difference between learning that makes you feel busy versus learning that gets you the role you want, and why working harder than everyone else does not guarantee your job security, and what to do instead to actually make you irreplaceable. And if you don't do this, there's a good chance that a lot of your time and effort would go to waste by focusing on the wrong things. So I hope you watch this video to understand how to transition into AI engineering. If you're someone who is spending your time taking AI courses and collecting certificates only to still feel lost when it comes to landing actual AI engineering roles, I get it. You've tried completing course after course, building small projects, yet it's still a struggle to break into AI engineering. I know this because I was once in that exact same position. Back when I was trying to break into AI at IBM, I thought the path was simple. Learn everything about AI, collect certificates, and opportunities would come. But the brutal truth is that all those courses translated to pretty much zero real opportunities. However, after I stopped doing what everyone else was doing, I got the AI engineering role I wanted. And now I am working as a lead AI engineer at IBM, fully remote, with a very healthy work-life balance. The best part is that I no longer worry about falling behind everyone else with all the fast-paced AI advancements happening around us. I've got systems in place where the right information comes to me right when I need it, all because I started doing less. So who's actually going to benefit from this? First, you need to be what I call a technical professional. This means you are responsible for the technical implementation of anything software or data related. So if you're a software developer, a data scientist, or someone with a solid technical foundation, you're in the right place. Second, you're tired worrying about being replaced by AI or guessing what the next AI trend is going to be. You know you have the expertise companies will pay for. You just don't want to spend months figuring stuff out the hard way. And third, and perhaps most importantly, you want to be the one who receives a premium salary without needing to work extra long hours, without needing to sacrifice work-life balance. You want freedom to work less and get paid for your expertise. So if you want someone to tell you to keep taking more courses, I'm not your guy. But if you want to transform into a real AI engineer with a portfolio that commands attention, keep watching. Now, before I show the juicy stuff that'll make you wonder why you haven't been doing this the whole time, you might be wondering, who is this guy and how dare he tell me I've been doing it wrong all along? And that's a fair question. My name is Mohit. And just a few years ago, I was an up-and-coming software developer putting in long hours, doing online machine learning courses, participating in Kaggle competitions. At the time, I figured doing this would be the best way to transition into a life-changing AI role at a big tech company. You do the latest courses, build lots of projects, put them on GitHub, rank highly on the Kaggle leaderboard, recruiters will notice, and boom, interviews everywhere. Sounds easy, right? It was not. I was staying up late, just trying to get a small accuracy boost from my machine learning model to hope for better results on leaderboards. I did this for almost 5 months straight with no real results. And then it finally happened. I got an interview at a big tech company. All that hard work was about to pay off. But that's where this story takes a turn. I was confident going into the interview about my own skills since I had been studying diligently for a while. But I did not clear the one round I was most confident about, the machine learning round. The feedback I got was that you're very knowledgeable on the subject, but we're not looking to test what you know. We're looking to test how you think. Your solutions would only work for small demos and MVPs, but not for real production systems. And that's when my entire perspective changed. I realized the people who I wanted to work with did not care about my wealth of knowledge, my plethora of certificates, and all my demo projects on GitHub. After that, I stopped focusing on learning everything and just started focusing on only 2 things that mattered. What can I build that solves real problems? And how can I prove I can take AI systems from idea to production? And when I started focusing on only these 2 things, everything clicked. I became more dialed in with what content I consumed and what I built. I stopped seeing myself as a student collecting certificates and started seeing myself as an AI engineer who builds real systems. And now, as a lead AI engineer at IBM, I am getting to immediately apply whatever I learn in the field I'm most passionate about. I'm able to work with some of the best people in the world, all while maintaining a healthy work-life balance, along with getting the premium salary I always dreamed of. And most importantly, I'm getting to help people like you completely change their lives faster than I did, with less wasted time, less irrelevant learning, and way more clarity. I mentored someone who went from a regular front-end developer to a tech lead, leading AI initiatives across multiple engineering teams and getting to travel the world for free in business class. The truth is, you don't need to go through all these courses. You don't need to work long hours. You just need the right strategy. And that's exactly what I'm about to give you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to break down the 3 core shifts that not only change everything for me, but for lots of other people from various different backgrounds. So, if you're tired of doing courses and seeing no results and are ready to start making real progress towards your goals, buckle up, because this is the part that changes everything. The first shift is the strategic learning framework. There used to be 2 ways to approach learning AI engineering. One was to read textbooks, go through courses, and then later attempt to build something using all your knowledge. The other way was to just start building and learn whatever you need, fix whatever problem you're facing, and then figure out what to do. Both have advantages, but they also have significant disadvantages. The first approach, you end up learning too much irrelevant stuff, resulting in wasted time. And the second, you spend too much time figuring things out from scratch that have already been solved before. Also wasted time. But there is a third option, a hybrid approach. Before you even start learning, have a conversation with someone who's already gone through the journey of becoming an AI engineer and is actively working as one, solving real problems. Ask them 3 questions. If you had to build one product that covers everything you need to be considered a real AI engineer, what would that product be? What are some roles and responsibilities that have started becoming irrelevant and replaceable by AI? And would you be open to mentoring me to make sure I'm focusing on the right things? And as a side note, in case you don't have anyone to answer these questions, I'm here for you. Feel free to schedule a free meeting with me and I'll help you out. Link is in the description. Now, based on these answers, you keep that one product in mind and attempt to build it in phases, while only learning what's relevant. And if the mentor agrees to mentor you, they'll keep you accountable, motivated, and ensure you don't end up learning irrelevant things. And let me show you why this matters. Everybody has AI certificates because everybody's taking the same courses. Certificates no longer guarantee you jobs. There are thousands of developers with TensorFlow certificates, deep learning specializations, even master's degrees. Yet they're not being offered any AI roles, even if they're much more qualified and knowledgeable than others. Why? Because they can't prove that they can ship real AI systems. And if you're someone trying to break into AI, this should concern you. If people with advanced degrees are struggling, what chance does someone with just online certificates have? But here's the key. You can't just build any project. You need to build strategically. First, understand what AI leads like me actually want to see. Real systems that demonstrate business impact. Second, prove you think like an AI architect with professional design documentation. And third, show you can ship production-ready systems, deployed, working AI products with proper evaluation and monitoring. So let me ask you this. Would you rather have 20 AI-related certificates that get you 0 AI-related roles, or one meaningful project that gets you the AI-related role you want? The answer is obvious. And that brings me to the second big shift that changed everything for me. And it's the biggest mistake I see tech professionals make when transitioning into AI engineering. So if you remember nothing else from this video, remember this. If you want to start working on AI projects in your current company or in a new company as an AI engineer, You cannot rely solely on online certificates and course completions to showcase your skills to an employer. You have to be able to do one of these two things: present an AI project that would immediately solve a pain point for whoever you're presenting it to, or have a real product with AI features that has actual users using the product. I ended up choosing the first option at IBM, where I presented an AI solution that allowed the development team that I was a part of to increase our own productivity. And that's what changed everything. Here's why. Learning without building is like reading about swimming without getting in the water. When you get pushed into the deep end, you'll still need someone to come save you. You might understand theory, but can you really gain enough experience to ship a real AI system? Of course not. Online courses feel productive. Watch lectures, take notes, get certificates. Everyone starts there because it's so easy to do, but that's also the problem. It's so easy to stay in learning mode that people spend years never building anything real. And ask yourself this: would you pay someone $300,000 a year to build a production-ready AI product that can handle the chaos of real-world deployment just based on their collection of completed online courses? Probably not. You would want to know about what trade-offs they've made in the past when the LLM didn't behave the way they expected, how they were able to measure and improve performance of their application, how they were able to establish real trust in their product before making that kind of investment. The best way to build that proof is through the portfolio-driven learning system. You start by identifying one comprehensive project that covers everything a real AI engineer needs to know. Then you build it in phases, learning only what's relevant as you go. Most importantly, you build it to production standards with proper documentation, deployment, and evaluation. The AI engineers I work with did not get hired from certificates. They got hired because they showed a production-ready system, explained their design decisions, and proved they understood the full development lifecycle. Now, the final shift, and this one might surprise you. Most people think you have to work harder than everyone else to impress everyone and become irreplaceable that way. From what I've seen around me in the industry with all the layoffs that are happening, having a high work output is not the solution, and neither is relying on luck. What does work is learning how to make life easier for your colleagues and the leadership teams. Here's how I do it without working harder. 1 hour per week, I block my calendar at work to help someone. Sometimes it's my new teammates where I help onboard them. Sometimes it's my existing teammates where I'll host an office hour sessions where I answer questions or give demos on my efficient development setup or anything new I've learned. Sometimes it's my manager where I'll create some sort of documentation on our project to make it easier for them to communicate decisions to higher-ups. Or even the higher-ups themselves, where I'll just reach out and offer my help with anything they want that can realistically be done in less than an hour using my skill set. Becoming an irreplaceable AI engineer isn't about outworking everyone as if it were a competition. It's about being helpful to your colleagues. It's not about constantly searching through every new research paper and news articles to stay ahead of the curve. It's about building systems that bring the right information to you at the right time so you never burn out. And that's exactly why I built the future-proof AI engineer system, a 3-phase system that shows you exactly what to focus on at each stage and how to become irreplaceable once you get your dream role. Let me break it down for you, starting with Phase 1, Mastering AI System Design. This is where you lay the foundation that separates true AI engineers from developers who just call APIs. First, choose your portfolio project strategically. Don't just build whatever seems cool. Ask yourself or anyone who's currently working in the field, what problem would make an AI lead or executive stop scrolling and pay attention? Pick something that demonstrates business impact, not just technical skills. My recommendation is to think of job functions that require people to constantly search and fetch information from somewhere, like the internet or the internal databases, and attempt to automate it using your AI project. If you do that, Everything you learn next will be directly applicable to your project in a perfect sequence from start to finish. Next, design your system before writing a single line of code. This is what highly effective AI engineering teams do at the start of any project to ensure everyone, including the technical team, the managers, the stakeholders, are all on the same page. This signals that you're operating at a senior AI engineer level before you've even built anything. Start by creating a design document for your project that includes problem you're solving, who your users are, what the user flow looks like, and how your system will work at a high level. This design document will evolve and will be updated with each phase as we continue making progress. So don't worry about thinking too far ahead at this phase. Finally, study existing production AI systems to understand real architecture patterns. Look at how systems like ChatGPT, Cursor, and Perplexity are built. Get a general understanding of what are all the different components that are being orchestrated together. What all happens behind the scenes. Study architecture diagrams from tech blogs and understand how elite engineers think about scalability, reliability, and data flow. Get familiar with reading and creating architecture diagrams yourself and attempt to create an architecture diagram for your own project. Does not have to be perfect. This can always be updated later as you continue to gain more knowledge through building your project. The outcome? You'll be able to design and architect AI systems from scratch, no matter how complex. You'll know exactly how to start every AI project with clarity and confidence. You'll have an idea for a portfolio project that instantly impresses AI leads and hiring managers. You'll stand out as a strategic AI engineer, not just another developer calling APIs. The second phase is building production-grade AI systems. This is where you translate your architecture into real working AI systems that companies pay top dollar for. First, leverage AI tools to build faster. Use Claude, ChatGPT, or Cursor as your pair programmer. Learn to write effective prompts that generate boilerplate code, help you refactor and debug issues. Don't waste time figuring syntax. Let AI handle the repetitive stuff while you focus on system design and business logic. Document your code as you go and automate testing wherever possible. Next, build a RAG system that actually works in production. Assuming you followed my recommendation earlier to pick a project that automates job functions that require people to constantly search and fetch information, start by choosing the data source and document type to fetch from. Implement a proper ingestion pipeline that chunks documents intelligently. Set up a vector database. Experiment with different retrieval strategies and ranking methods. Measure your performance. Optimize for latency. Don't just make it work reliably, and document every decision you made in the design document from the previous phase, and update the architecture diagram as well. Then, create an agentic AI system. The job functions your RAG pipeline replaced can go further. People don't just find information, they take action to do something with that information. Decide what actions your AI should take and add an agentic AI pipeline on top of your RAG pipeline. So you build something that can reason, remember context, and take actions autonomously. Design your agent's goals, memory system, reasoning loop, and action capabilities. And once again, update your design document and the architecture diagram with the new information. The outcome? You'll know how and when to use RAG and agentic AI architectures and how to combine both effectively. You'll have a working MVP of your own AI product, and by documenting all the trade-offs and decisions, you will demonstrate engineering maturity that hiring managers recognize instantly. The final phase is shipping production-ready AI products. This is where you turn your MVP into an enterprise-grade AI product that proves your senior-level material. Here's what to do. First, implement proper LLM ops practices. Set up a CI/CD pipeline for your project. Write automated tests that cast regressions. Deploy your application to a cloud platform like AWS, GCP, or Vercel for simpler apps. Add monitoring and logging so you can see what's happening in production. And make sure your system can handle real user traffic without breaking. Next, Build evaluation systems to measure and improve performance. Create automated tests that measure your model's accuracy, response latency, and reliability. Keep a spreadsheet of errors and edge cases. Systematically analyze what's failing and why. Implement an improvement loop, like measure, identify issues, make changes, measure again. Learn to communicate your results with clear metrics that executives and recruiters understand. And finally, understand when and how to fine-tune models. Before you fine-tune anything, ask, is this problem really unsolvable with better prompting or RAG? If fine-tuning makes sense, collect quality training data, run experiments, and compare your fine-tuned model against the base model with objective metrics. Learn to make decisions that balance performance improvements against the cost and complexity of fine-tuning. The outcome? You'll have a production-ready AI product deployed to the cloud. You'll know how to measure, monitor, and improve AI systems like a senior AI engineer. You'll confidently make fine-tuning and deployment decisions based on data, not guesswork. You'll have a portfolio project that proves you can take any AI product from idea to enterprise scale. This three-phase system is how I've helped technical professionals become valuable AI engineers in just 2 months. Not by learning everything, but by learning the right things in the right order. For example, I mentored someone who used to be a front-end developer with no AI experience. She built one RAG system to solve a business problem for her manager while making sure everything was expertly documented through a design document and an architecture diagram as well. And within 30 days of that solution being presented to a larger group, 3 different internal teams wanted her to join them for working on AI-related projects. She ended up getting promoted to a tech lead, leading AI initiatives across multiple engineering teams, and getting to travel the world for free in business class. If you want help implementing this 3-phase system, I'd love for you to book a free call with me. Link is in the description. We'll discuss your goals, map out your portfolio project, and see if this program is a right fit for you. No pressure, no hard sell. Just a clear conversation about how I can help you transform into a high-performing AI engineer in 2 months. Click the link in the description to book your free call. I hope you get to achieve all your goals.